describe the scene a little bit, what's going on. Mr. Tushar Gotti, thank you very much for joining us on Midday. It's Carrie Fury. What can you see where you are?
I'm standing in the backside of Birdneck Village on Birdneck Road, and the entire complex is up in flames.
Okay.
I mean, it's absolutely devastating to see what's going on right now.
Okay.
Tell us more about exactly what it is you see. You say you see a complex?
Well, what I saw while I was driving down Birdneck going towards the interstate, and I saw a jet take off, and I saw the wing come off the jet right in front of me, and the jet came to the ground and then exploded in the right in the complex.
You believe you saw a wing come off a jet that had taken off from Oceana?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we are working to confirm that, though. We have not received an official word from NAS Oceana about a jet crash, though, again, we do want to remind folks where you are, Tushar. You said the Birdneck Village apartment complex is on fire right now.
Door of the Birdneck Village, I believe the apartments adjacent on the left side, going down Birdneck Road on the left, the brick complex.
Yeah.
That's where the jet crashed.
It's
or a plane. Or whatever it was.
It is a high-density area. Are you able to actually see parts of what looks like an aircraft around the hotel?
Yeah, absolutely. I can see the plane or jet in the parking lot on the other side of the complex.
Any numbers or markings?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see any numbers or markings on that jet? What color is it?
Well, when I saw it come down, I know what the jet looks like. I live here at South Beach Apartments down the street. We hear them all the time, so I know what it looks like, and I'm pretty sure that it was a jet coming from the base that did crash.
Any numbers on its tail? Any markings?
I mean, there's just a lot of bellowing smoke out of the building. It's real hard to tell, but you can see the partial tail end of it in the parking lot. I mean, there's just an enormous amount of flames right now.
Hey, Mr. Gotti, this is Don Roberts on the line with you. Can you see where this is? Is this smoke and fire coming out of a building, or is it in a parking lot, an open area? What?
I'll tell you what. The building completely engulfed in flames.
So you think you saw an aircraft hit a building?
Yeah, it's the apartment complex.
Mr. Gotti, do you see people? Do you see people trying to get out of their apartments? Do you see people being treated at the scene?
I'm on the back side where Birdneck Village is next door to it on the back end. A lot of people did get out. Hopefully, it happened very quickly. As soon as this went down, it exploded. So I really don't know unfortunately, how many people were in those buildings. I mean, it's sad right now to see this.
Mr. Gotti, hold the line for just a minute. We're looking at this smoke billowing out of this area from Virginia Beach through our Wavy traffic jam cam right now, 264. I believe that's near Birdneck. But look at the traffic. The traffic has stopped in that one right lane.
Completely stopped.
And there are some cars in the far two left lanes that are continuing, but traffic has stopped at that point. Maybe those folks are headed for an exit, but traffic is starting to be affected by this. We would imagine as emergency crews get in the area of this fire, which we believe to be some kind of crash, but we don't have a confirmation on that right now. We have on the phone Mr. Tushar Gotti, who is driving past the scene, telling us what he is seeing right now. We've been watching this for about the past 10 minutes. Mr. Gotti, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Tell us when you first noticed what happened, and what did you see and what did you hear?
I was traveling south on Birdneck towards the interstate, and I had witnessed something coming out of the sky off the plane or the jet, and off to my left I had seen the jet come down, and it was just a huge explosion, came down, a big cloud of smoke. And then about maybe 10 or 15 seconds, a very, very loud explosion.
Mr. Gotti, if you are able to stay on the phone, we'd like to keep you on the line with us. If you are just joining our coverage this midday, we are getting reports of a possible plane crash, a possible jet into an apartment building along Birdneck Road, the Birdneck Village apartment complex. What we're working to find now is confirmation that a jet has crashed We're checking in with civilian as well as military officials to find this out. Many people are wondering, is this part of the APZ zone, that crash zone around Oceana? If in fact it is, this is a nightmare scenario for Virginia Beach, but it is one that has been rehearsed over and over again between the resources on the bases and the civilian responders. If this is in fact the scenario that we're dealing with right now, you can understand why people believe it sure does look like it. That thick black smoke, two views that we have right now live for you from our tower cam. That is the Westin Hotel as a point of reference in Virginia Beach, and beyond that, the thick black smoke. That is very consistent with what our viewer is telling us. It has not let up in the several minutes that we've been following this story. Thick black smoke, our viewer describing seeing aircraft of some kind crash into this apartment building, and we understand emergency responders are headed in that direction as well. In the newsroom, again, working to get some confirmation as to what exactly we are looking at here, any injuries, but as you can imagine, first priority for emergency officials and community and those who speak for them would be to get to that scene, find out exactly what is going on before they release a lot of those reports. If you're familiar with the Bird Neck Village area and the area around it, make sure that you can avoid that area. There will likely be heavy traffic around that apartment complex as multiple emergency crews try to get in to deal with the fire and the injured. This, of course, is a story that we will continue following for you right here on the air and on Wavy.com. And we've got a lot of folks working on bringing us more facts about what has happened today.
Now, as we work to find out what's going on, you may want to avoid that area. As far as we know, and we're still working to confirm this smoke is coming out of the area around the Bird Neck Village apartments off of Bird Neck Road. And as you can see from our Wavy traffic jam cam, one area that's affected is the interstate. This is Interstate 264, and I'm looking to see exactly where this jam cam is. I can't see it because of that graphic right there. We are 264 at Bird Neck Road. And so if you're headed in that direction, you may be affected by it. You can see how traffic has stopped in that right lane, and apparently that right lane is headed toward an exit. This Bird Neck Road is closer to the Virginia Beach oceanfront, so anyone in that area is probably going to be affected as emergency crews try to get to the scene to figure out what has happened, if anyone is hurt, to try to get to folks who may still be in any buildings that may be affected. Again, at this point, no confirmation of buildings that are affected by it, but one viewer has told us that it's in the area of the Bird Neck Village apartments. And as you can see, the smoke still black and still billowing. We've been watching this for about 10 minutes now, and it doesn't appear to be letting up.
All right, we'd like to go back to Mr. Gotti. You're still on the line with us?
Yeah.
How is that scene changing now? What do you see now?
It doesn't seem like the flames are being managed under control at all. One portion of the building is completely collapsed at this point. Heavy smoke and a lot of flames coming out of the building.
Well, we can see that heavy smoke from where we are, Tushar. It is heavy. This view from the traffic jam cam. And if you're just joining us at 12:30, we're following breaking news out of Virginia Beach right now. A lot of smoke coming out of the area of Bird Neck Road near the Bird Neck Village apartments. We don't know what this is yet, but we're hearing from eyewitness reports that it may have been some kind of an aircraft that went down near an apartment complex. The area we're focusing on is what witnesses are saying is the Bird Neck Village apartments. And we've been watching this for about 15 minutes now.
All right, again, working to get some confirmation as to who this jet belonged to, if it was in fact an aircraft that went into the building, where did it come from? And we're looking for any word on injury.